One of the things that really helps the lead follower a lot is if there's no give between us when he's trying to lead me. So if he tries to lead me and then I move away from his hand, then it doesn't give him anything to work with. So what we want to teach is something that David calls no slack in the system, which means that that between his hand or his body and my hand, or his hand and my body, there's no give.
So you can say, why is he holding one of these audio cables? And the answer is, I want to say this is very much like leading and following. So if she holds one end of the audio cable and I hold the other, and I want her to go forward, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it's very bent, and now it's straight. And so if I say, step forward, nothing happens.
And that's because there's what he calls slack in the system.
On the other hand, if we let it get taut first, and then I pull, then I can pull her forward. And I actually want you to do this at home. You know, find your 5-year-old kid, can I pull you forward? And they'll really like it.
Good idea.
And so then after you realize, well, hey, as long as it's, just hanging here, it won't work. And the minute it's taut, it will. I want you to say, well, once it's taut, I can use any amount of force. As an aside, you might not want to use an audio cable like we are. Maybe you should use a rope.
Yeah,
anyway,
a piece of rope.
So once it's taut, and if I pull softly and she doesn't let it move, then I can connect it to her core instead of her arm, and I can pull her forward with just a little bit of pressure. And we can do the same, if she holds really tight with both hands, lots of force.
And I can break the cable.
Okay, so we won't do it. We can pretend really tight, and then I can pull her forward.
And can't we do that with our hand?
And the same is true with the arm. So if you look at her left arm, if she leaves
her right
arm, she leaves the arm loose. I can't get her to walk forward.
You could ask nicely.
Pretty please walk forward?
Sure.
Right, but it wasn't because of my arm lead or my body lead. It wasn't because of this. But if she doesn't move her arm, and then I softly pull, and then instead of moving her arm, she lets this pressure move her center of gravity, I can move her back there.
And if we wait until the pressure comes into my body and then I move and he moves, we can be so completely together. It's really cool.
And so what often happens is if you look at the arm, and I'm going to pull softly, is that it'll give just a little bit.
That's right.
As I'm pulling, you'll see her arm move just a little bit, and then she'll catch and move. Did you see that? It's very subtle. And that's what you want to avoid.
Yes.
So as I pull, you'll see the arm doesn't move at all. And then her body starts moving.
And I don't go until after I've secured my arm and I felt his force go up my arm and into my body. And that's when I move.
So when you practice this for the followers, I want you to start with just feeling pressure and not moving. Brace yourself. And leaders, just pull a little bit and then try to trick them into moving their arm forward. Just like that. Did you see her arm move just forward? So don't let it move. Don't let it move. And then feel it hit your abs. And that's it. And then do that again.
We did this in class if they're
just today we did it. So I'll pull softly. She doesn't let it move. And then when she feels it in her abs, then I can pull her forward. And this is true in every direction. So it's not just that I can only pull her forward that way. I can use the same, so for example, if we're doing a basic, when I'm taking her to the side, then this kind of pressure, just so that, just so they can see, is there, and then I'll push so softly until there's no give, until everything stops moving. Because if you watch the hand at the beginning of that side step, there's that little bit of motion, and then it stops. And however small that is, you want to let it hit and then go.
Or ideally, you want to eliminate the little bit of motion.
Yes.